the community I grew up in was drug infested, man. It was people were strung out on drugs. You see what I'm saying? So if you already not in your mind, you even further not in your right mind. You see older people who are dealing with these issues, and it's not just men; it also affects women as well. So you see them walking around like they still fine, selling pussy for $10 or whatever, however much they get. You know what I'm saying? You ride by, they pull the skirt up. You know what I mean? And the gremlin, rawr! You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You are now listening to the thoughts and sounds of IC the God King. This is the IC Experience.
I could do that. You would try to stop me, right? But at a certain point, you'd be like, it was nothing. I had to go home. I couldn't watch him all the time to make sure he ain't climbing the building to jump off.
You're on your own, boss.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So at a certain point, you probably, hey man, listen, go ahead and do it, bro. I know you want to, maybe you might fly. I don't know what you want. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you got free will to do that. God gave us that. You know what I mean? So and people use it how they want to use it. I don't try to make sense of people who don't want to do it no more. Who can't make sense of it.
Yeah, I'm not, because what you're speaking on is more so trying to understand the mindset of why they want to do and the freedoms of their choices. For me, I always kind of look at it like on the Outkast song when he said, "These the future mamas of our children." That part kind of bothers me in the core, because I feel like us as a society and a culture, we're going in a direction that I don't know if we can come back from. Like, I feel like we're too far gone. It's too far, like, it's not just the BBLs, it's everything. It's like you got everything on you is fake. And then when I finally get you home and you take all this stuff off, it's almost like, damn, well, who are you?
And I think that probably even in antiquity that the masses have always been.
Hold on. Okay. Hopefully that didn't cut it off. Nope, we're still rolling. We're rolling, doo-doo. We're rolling. But go ahead.
Yeah. So so I think even like that has always, like, the masses have always been kind of lost, right? The most lost, the least direction.
I don't know. I feel like when I see documentaries of like the 60s and the 50s, there was more of a alignment. It was more of a cultural, like, even like when they're slaves, they had like quilts with writing on it. It was more of like togetherness, like we're all on the same agenda, freedom, all the way up to the 60s. Now it's like every man for themselves. We don't have a coach. It's like, this is what we need to do. It's like everybody's out scattered running a play. That's what it feels like.
No, everybody's running the same play. Everybody's still on the same page. It's just the goal and the objectives are different, right? It's still the masses, right? So before we had the masses marching, right, protesting, activating, right, and some of that unity was manipulated and has been used against us,
right? But we were still more in alignment. It would probably be like 70% of the masses were in line.
Right, but even then we were getting led to the slaughter. It was all part of the plan. It's like the fake Neo in the Matrix, right? They're saying you watched the Matrix. I don't know if you've seen the clips of people talking about how Neo was a part of the Matrix. Right, a fake patriarch, right? So they install it because so they can control it to keep the uprising of a real one,
right?
So even in our unity, we were still being led to this point right here.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about was the end goals successful, I'm more focusing on like, hey, we're together. We're just in alignment.
Yeah,
like,
but to me, together in alignment don't matter if you leading me to the.
I think that
the
goal was
you know what I'm
survival.
saying?
The goal was survival and making it better for the people that come after us. The stuff that we doing now ain't nothing better for the people to come after us. This is more bad decisions. It is more like little girls cussing people out like they grown people. Like nobody's talking about marriage no more. It's just like where are we gonna be in 50 years to 100 years? Like it's like everybody's just a pirate just out looting booty and trying to figure out where they can get. And then
where is our
and then for the females, they just gonna be old. They're gonna be grandmothers.
See treasure.
You know, and then that's who the grandkids are looking at their grandma like that. Can you imagine us growing up? Because I've met your grandmother and you met mine. Can you imagine if our grandmas was walking around like reminiscences of dime pieces? That shit would have been crazy.
I mean, I've seen that.
Not enhanced grandma.
Not my grandma.
I'm not
talking
about the grandma. I'm talking about.
I ain't either. I'm not either, homeboy.
You done seen enhanced grandma?
Come on, not enhanced. No. Have I seen enhanced? No. I'm saying the grandma. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I seen that.
Good God. Hallelujah.
See, and that look natural.
Yeah.
See, I can appreciate it. I mean,
it's she got nothing on. You know what I'm saying? Like, grandma wouldn't let you leave the house like that and think that's okay. You're dressed like a tramp, man. So, of course, you don't got to have a lot.
You're saying you saw attractive grandmas.
No, I didn't, bro.
No, I'm asking.
No, I'm saying grandmas who don't have it no more are way past their time, still dressing, acting, moving like
they still fine.
Yeah, like she's still young.
From the 80s?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about you see that now? I'm talking about when we was
kids. Man, I'm talking about when I was kids, bro. What are you talking about? Yes.
Wow. Well,
yes, I ain't got it no more. It's gone. Yeah, I mean, but see, you got to understand, but the community I grew up in was drug infested, man. It was people were strung out on drugs. You see what I'm saying? So if you already not in your mind, you even further not in your right mind, you see older people who are dealing with these issues. And it's not just men, it also affects women as well. So you see them walking around like they still fine, selling pussy for $10 or whatever, however much they get. You know what I'm saying? You ride by, they pull the skirt up, you know what I mean? And the gremlin, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what right down off Paramount, we had to lick the wall, a legend. You know, you ride by and say, hey, lick the wall. He gonna turn around and lick the damn wall. It's a whole dark line from where he just stand all day and lick the fucking wall. And sometimes that
was his name, lick the wall.
That was his name, lick the wall. And so sometimes we'd be down in that area and just go by there just to holler at lick the wall. You and the school bus go down there on the way home. Guess what? All the kids lick the wall. You go by, you lick the wall. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like, man,
it's a crazy origin story.
You talking about some wild shit. Like, come on, man. Okay, grandmas,
that's an extreme case, you know.
No, but I'm saying that's not really extreme.
So okay, you're saying it's normal, and I'm saying it ain't normal.
Right.
So what do you think if like we just talked about the movement of the collective of the culture was more in alignment, but you can say that it's not as in line as it was before. What do you think we're going to be in another 50 or 100 years? You think we're going to be better?
I mean, it is what you make it, because I think if you any time throughout history, throughout now and in the future, right? You're going to look and see, okay, here are some people who are lost. Here are some people who are trying to find it. Here are some people who found it and mastered it, you know, and you get to choose what kind of people you want to place yourself around, right? And so that's what I've been working on being more aware of and conscious of. And I've really always been conscious and aware of. But even as I mature, you know, I become more conscious of and aware of the energy that I'm seeking. right? Because I'm seeking a certain energy and mentality in the people that I deal with. At one point in my life, I felt like if I met someone and they didn't have it, then I can bring them to the light, right?
Yeah.
Right. As I get older, I understand that I have more impact if I identify these people that already have it.
Yeah, instead of waste your time trying to create it.
Right. Right. All I have to do is find it. It's already there. These people exist. Are they the masses? No, they're not.
Right.
You know,
so basically you saying from an individual standpoint, you're going to be shifting through to find. I'm saying the masses, is instead of it being like 70% being on board with the bullshit, it's going to be like 80%, 90, which is going to make it harder for individuals that are doing what you're saying, shifting through to find those like-minded individuals. To
well,
me, I feel like it's going to get worse.
it's not a matter of shifting through. You know, everything that we could have and want is here in abundance. You know, we don't have to worry about if it's enough water, if it's enough sunlight to keep this thing going, right? And it's the same thing with that situation. You know, is that it's plenty of the frequency and the vibration that you're looking for. You're just looking for it in the wrong places.
The algorithm got them.
Right.
You stuck in that loop that we talked about.
Right.
Yeah, you're probably right now. But I always gotta remind myself, I'm in Atlanta, because
you're in the United States.
I don't know if
you're in the Western Hemisphere,
right?
You know,
it's crazy. Like I feel like the BBL stuff kind of like took over. Like it's everywhere. Like people be going out the country. People in other countries got BBLs like out of control. And me and you talked about this before we came down.
They've been on that in Brazil.
I guess so, you know. So women use these BBLs as a form of magic to cast spells on people as well.
Oh, you can't go in that conversation like
I think
that.
we gonna stick a toe in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying you want to give it proper context, okay, right? Because ahead. When you just jump from what you just jumped to what you just jumped to, it's like, hold on, you know, shell shock.
Hold up, Wayne.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where we gotta start is right. Is that okay? So where some of this kind of started was a friend of mine just went to Panama.
Okay.
Right, and in Panama, they had a picture of
a statue.
Yeah, a statue of a black Jesus. And so he was telling me about it on the phone, and he said that he was going to see it. Right, they still have it, and that when I think it was the Spaniards or whoever came to Panama, is it the Spaniards that?
Yeah, they speak Spanish. It was the Spanish.
Yeah, I guess. So anyway, they brought it with them when they came so many years ago, you know. And so when he went to the church where it was located, he took a picture of it. Well, actually, it was on his stories, right? And we'll show a picture of it here. But he was depicted in a way that I had never seen him depicted before.